Hello everybody and welcome to episode 13 of Working From Home with Mike O'Brien. I'm a tour guide in the city of Boston, obviously unable to work as most of America is, and the world for that matter, is unable to work. So I'm on the roof of my apartment here in the North End in Boston, and I am giving you tours of Boston. Please, if you haven't seen the past episodes, go back. 12 other episodes. There's only so much Tiger King and porn that you can watch while you're stuck at home. So go back. They're about 8 to 10 minutes long. Hope you enjoy them. You can share them with your friends and your family, and it could be this big new thing. You can say, hey, I was watching when it was just a guy on a roof, and then it's still just a guy on a roof, really, with a big double chin. When I do that, I shouldn't have done that. That's pretty gross. Anyways, surprisingly, I have sponsors, which I did not think would ever happen when I started doing this. But if you're interested in sponsoring folks, I'd be more than happy to accept any and all sponsors. Just message me on the Facebook, on the Instagram, wherever you're seeing this. If you have my phone number, you know me, shoot me a text, shoot me an email. I'd be more than happy to sponsor whatever it is that you're sponsoring, and I'd love to help you out, and we'll have a good time with it. Like today, have my friend from way back in the day, Allison Garris. We go to Red Sox games, we go to UMass games together as little ones, and today she has a great business, Bubba's Flags. You can check out on the Book of Faces on Facebook right there. Type in Bubba's Flags, with 67 shopping days until Flag Day, which is of course June 14th, as always, the biggest holiday in all the year, Flag Day. You want to have the best looking American flag on your block. You want to look patriotic, and you want to just say, hey, here's my American flag. You can do that at Bubba's Flags. A lot of options for you there, some beautiful ones. I know my dad, Ken O'Brien, he hangs his flag. He's a big Flag Day fan, as I am too. I like the Flag Day. We got one right here, actually. It'd be tough to maybe see, but there's one right there on top of that beautiful building in the North End, flying high. Old glory, a little before Flag Day, but hey, you can fly the American flag every day in my eyes. So check out Bubba's Flags on Facebook, and Allison will get you the best damn flag in all the land. So check that out. On today's episode of Working From Home with Mike O'Brien, we'll be talking about Faneuil Hall and Quincy Market, a short 7-minute walk. Basically, if you look right above my head, there's a clock tower there. That is the Custom House Tower, which we'll talk about on a later episode. But right next to that Custom House Tower is Faneuil Hall and Quincy Market, the #1 tourist attraction in the city of Boston. They estimate 18+ million people a year visit Faneuil Hall and Quincy Market. That's the same amount as Disneyland in California, which I don't believe you. 18 million people. How do they count those? Do they have a person there clicking a little thing like when you're entering a nightclub? 18 million? Do you have to buy something? How do they know it's 18 million? I walk through there 2, sometimes 4 times a day going to and from my place. Do they count me 4 times a day? I don't believe you. I think you're making that up. But there's a lot of people. I'll give you a lot of people, but 18 million people, I don't believe you. You're lying. Faneuil Hall opened up in 1742, was a gift to the city by a man named Peter Faneuil. At the time, he was Boston's wealthiest merchant. A lot of his money actually came from the slave trade. He had no kids. He wanted to leave his legacy behind because a lot of people didn't like him, and he was worried about his name being tarnished, so he made this building. It was actually only voted in by 7 votes. It actually almost didn't make it to being a building. It's now nicknamed the Cradle of Liberty. Sam Adams would speak there with the Sons of Liberty. Colonists protested the Stamp Act of 1764 there, and the doctrine no taxation without representation was implemented there. You can now see a wonderful statue of Sam Adams there. People say he was actually notoriously ugly. Today, politicians are sworn into office there. A lot of presidents have spoke there, and they actually have the naturalization ceremonies where people become American citizens are in Faneuil Hall. On top of Faneuil Hall is the famous grasshopper weather vane, where during the colonial days, if people were asked what that was and they said a cricket, they were believed to be a British spy. It was placed there in 1742 when the building opened up. Quincy Market, which is located right behind Faneuil Hall, opened up in 1826. Over 100 shops and restaurants are located in Quincy Market right now. Great street performers are there too. They actually have to audition for the right to perform there. So they're not just some schleps off the street. They're actually really talented. If you go inside Quincy Market, a lot of great restaurants, kind of like a food court. You got hamburgers and hot dogs and ice cream. You got Pizzeria Regina's was still open when I went there about a week or 2 ago. I liked walking through during the winter when it was was cold. I'd have to elbow through people because for some reason they just stop in the middle of walkways. And I wanted to get to the Japanese restaurant where they give out free chicken. Every time I get there, they're always out. I don't know why. My favorite statue in all of Boston is that of Red Auerbach, located in Quincy Market. He's sitting on his bench right there, former head coach and executive of the Boston Celtics. He was part of 16 World Championships. Whenever the Celtics were blowing out a team, he'd always light up his victory cigar, and there he is on the bench, sitting next to the best three-point shooter in freshman basketball history at Northampton High, and that is Mr. Mike O'Brien. And remember when Rick Pitino became head coach of the Celtics and he basically kicked Red Auerbach out? What a piece of garbage Rick Pitino is. Thank you so much for joining me today on episode 13 of Working From Home with Mike O'Brien. I also want to thank Bubba's Flags for sponsoring today's episode. Remember, Flag Day only 67 short days away. Make sure you go to Bubba's Flags on Facebook and get yourself a nice American flag so you can look like the best American patriot on your block. Also, if you like the episode, you like past episodes, please like, comment, subscribe to my YouTube page. Make sure you share it. Spread the word of Mike O'Brien and what he has to say about Boston. Remember, you'll laugh, you'll cry, you'll learn. It's basically everything you need in life. I'm giving to you, so make sure you tell all your friends and family about it. I'd love to see this get a lot bigger here. Thank you so much. Please join us next time, which will be Friday. I can't wait for that episode. I hope you folks had a wonderful and glorious day. Enjoy your evening, and ta-ta for now. I love you all equally. Take care. Bye-bye.